All right, let's do at least one more video in the key of G. If you're following me on the key of G, we've been doing a lot of blues stuff, and it's been pretty darn exciting to see people commenting. Thank you. Glad you like it. I'm playing my 1959 Gibson Les Paul Jr. It's a double cut with a P90 pickup. That's a good one. Single coil. So key of G. Here's one that on the last G, what was it? Soloing through 12 bar blues key of G. I was doing stuff like, there's one thing I want to add to that. If you go, yeah. Wow, cool. All right. So it's very similar where we're talking about the root, third, fifth. Root, third, fifth. Memorize that concept. Root, third, fifth. Let me just back up for a little bit. Like root, root, third, fifth, six, flatted seven, flatted six. Oh, excuse me. Root, third, fifth, six, flatted seven, six, fifth, third, bum, 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 bum. Just that root, third, fifth is super important. So we're gonna go root, third, fifth, G, B, D. Then another root, which is an octave higher than the lower root, G, G. Can you hear that octave, a lower G to a higher G? So the riff is, that's a root, third, fifth, root. Get used to that shape. I'm going to take some time here. Make sure you're following me. Ring finger, fifth fret, fourth string. That's your root of the key of G. Then your third interval, your middle finger, third string, fourth fret. Index finger is second string, third fret. That's a D. So we're going G, B, D. I want to make sure you got that. It's kind of a stair step shape. It's really good shape. You can move it. The idea is that shape moves through all 12 keys. You can do any key you want. We're sticking to the key of G here. Laying that first finger flat gets you kind of a Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good. So that laying that first finger flat, super good. Here's a mistake. Sometimes guys will see a 3-3 and they'll go like, you don't want to hop. That's wasting time. So we're gonna go, which again is G, B, D, G. So I just want to make sure you got enough time to follow me and I don't leave you behind, and like later tonight when you sit down on the couch and watch TV, kick back, grab your guitar and play that while you watch a TV show. Just get hardwired for that shape and you'll be ready to go for lots of good stuff. Then our flatted seven, the F. Let's back up. Why F? Remember how we started this thing? We went G, F, or excuse me, F, G. There's that F. F leads to G. Like the Kinks. That's why F is cool. So we're gonna go. F is your second string, sixth fret with the pinky. So we got 4 fingers covering 4 frets. then pick up the pinky, and that gives us our D. So your index finger is waiting there underneath. See, if you went like this, that's too much. You know, you're kind of picking them up. If you can keep them down low. Ooh, the next step. I'm smiling here. This is going to be cool. Actually, my index is covering 2, 3. Laying it flat on 3 strings is really, really good. Your thumb is on the back of the neck, supporting that index finger, so you're squeezing them like that. Okay, here comes. Making sure. G, B, D, G, F, D. Then 3rd string, which is a B flat to a B. 3rd fret to 4th fret. So index, I kind of lied. I said lay flat on 2, but I wasn't to where I'm supposed to be yet. I was only to that step. Now we're laying flat on 3. So that's a B flat to a B, which is a cool move. If you didn't get anything out of this, at least you know. I'm going to jump around for a second while you kind of rest your fingers. I'm going to go. That's a cool sound. All right. But we're kind of being regimented here. We're being kind of straight and strict. I was kind of jumping around with that. So normally, you know, we were saying the blues is those 3, you know, 4 G's, 2 C's, 2 G's, D, C, G, G, repeat. I put an A in there. Whatever, it's cool. There's the C, so I'm just dragging it up to the 8, 9, and 10th fret. That's our C, same geometry. Back to G. Obviously, we're going to go to D, which is 10, 11, and 12 with a 13 with a pinky. Take it down. Back to the G. And the D if you want to tag it like that. And it repeats. But if you want to do that A, it's going to be up at the 5, 6, and 7 with the pinky at 8. Let's just do that variation. Just to get, if you're ready for something a little bit different, let's do that. Here's A, which is your 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Then we'll take it up to C, which is 8, 9, 10, and 11. And D. I'm going to do it one more time with the variation, this kind of different, adding the A, just to shake it up a little bit. So it sounds a little more, you know, progressive, you know. I mean, the 12-bar blues, I can do it all day long, have fun. But I do other songs that do lots of different progressions. So we'll just kind of jump out of that a little bit. I had to put a little something on that D I like to do when I'm soloing. But remember, this is more of an exercise. We're not saying this is the solo. We're just training you on how to get through 12-bar blues and have your phrases make sense. It's a little slightly stiff and robotic, but at least we're not just turning you loose to like, hey, here's a scale, knock yourself out, see you later. We're giving you, you know, kind of a specific thing. That's cool. But I did throw a little something on there that I like to do. I like to go. That sounds kind of edgy, you know, kind of cool. What it is a major third and a dominant seventh. And you might be saying, where did you get that? Just from a simple D7 chord. Do you know D7? It's like an index at second string, middle third string, second fret, ring, first string, second fret, and you hit 4 strings. I call that a campfire cowboy chord. And you know, it sounds kind of nice. It's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's really great. But, you know, if you're looking for more advanced stuff, you might kind of overlook that. But really, if you take that D7, slide it up 2 frets, you got an E7. One more fret is F7. 2 more frets is G7. 2 more frets, A7. 2 more frets is B7. And 1 more fret is C7. This is good stuff to know. Seriously, 2 frets higher is D7. Which, that's where I got that. Just 2 notes of that. Remember where we left off was a D7. So the lick went. That's where I got that. It's a 14 and a 13. 14 on first string and 13 on second string. Which sounds kind of unfinished, doesn't it? But if you take that 14 up 1 fret, you got your G, which takes us home. Nice, huh? So that last lick went. And you take it home to G that way. Index laying flat on 2 skinny strings, 3rd fret, basically represents a G, which you can trace it to this country cowboy campfire chord. Yeehaw! There's those 2 notes with 2 fingers. I'm just doing it with 1 finger. All right, so that's a really good exercise with a little extra on top just to push you slightly. Hopefully it wasn't too fast or too many notes, or, you know, don't want to be too hard. I like the back of this neck. It's kind of got some wear on the edge there, just a little bit. Oops, excuse me. That's like where the thumb comes over the top right here. See how the thumb wore that finish off? Kind of shows when you're playing, your thumb can hang over the top. That's where it hung on whoever played this guitar before I had it. Cool, all right. Thanks. If you can subscribe, that is awesome. I think I'm gonna shut it down for the day. And we're gonna get outside and work some more dirt into my fingers. Work off some of this fat. All right, see ya.